My, oh my, it seems like the tables have turned.
What?
We go to Florida, where a judge rules that a gay nude resort must allow women. Well, that's going to be totally unacceptable to the drag queens and men who feel pretty dropping their ball sacks.
Oh, I'm also a drag performer.
What the fuck is that?
I'm Jazz Berganzo, and this is what's next. A good Thursday to you all. Jazz Berganzo, what's next? Your daily dose of common sense, facts, and salt. Hope you guys are enjoying your day today. Well, I came across this story on my feed this morning, and I was like, wow, that's a table turner. You know, that's a twist of a good sort. In Florida, a judge rules that a gay nude resort, strictly for the alphabet crowd, must allow women. You gotta be saying, wait, what? Wait, what? What do you mean? What do you mean that a gay resort must allow the opposite sex? Well, we know who's going to have a problem with this. You know, your drag queens, your groomers, your men who feel pretty dropping their ball sacks in women's restrooms. My, oh my. And here we go. This comes out of Breitbart. Florida, judge rules that gay nude resort must allow the women. Oh, that's going to upset a lot of people. A judge has ruled that a Florida nude resort, typically reserved for gays and bis, must open its doors to straight women. Well, I'm just assuming that it's straight women. It could be lesbians. A New Orleans house in Key West has been slapped with a lawsuit by a woman named Amina Chaudhry after she was prevented from making a reservation at the resort in July of last year, due to its policy requiring guests to be adult males 18 or over and of the gayness. On June 30th, Administrative Law Judge Brittany Finkbeiner strongly recommended, that the Florida Commission on Human Relations, the HR of Florida, should find that the New Orleans house, it's called the New Orleans house, engaged in unlawful discrimination of women. The judge's ruling came after the Commission on Human Relations, don't want to confuse the two, ruling in February that day no reasonable cause could be established demonstrating the resort violated Florida's civil rights law. Chaudhry applauded the ruling, while Judge Brittany Finkbeiner, overturned. The New Orleans house maintained that all were welcome at the resort, but that it restricted women from entering the clothing optional parts of the establishment. Wait, are you saying that women can't be nude in front of men? What? While Finkbeiner's ruling is not binding, quote unquote, the commission must consider the findings before issuing a final decision. But it is Florida, so I can see where this ruling is going. Speaking to the Messenger, Chaudhry said that she hopes the ruling will ensure that other businesses will not discriminate, arguing that it could open its doors up for trans individuals. That could be a problem. And I'll talk about that at the end. The implication is that New Orleans house is allowed to discriminate against any genders, quote unquote, they do not want coming there. Any other place of public accommodations can do the same thing. Russell Cormigan, the attorney for the New Orleans house, said the Judge Finkbeiner's totally sidestepped the resort's privacy rights, being that they cater to guests specifically want to be male-only, clothing optional facility with no women present. You mean like an all-men's club? But you're not an all-men's club. You're all gay men's club. Difference. Quote, there's areas at a hotel that are set aside for men to be nude, Cormigan said. I mean, it's like if I showed up at the LA Fitness as a man. Russell, I'm assuming you're a man. Well, then again, it is 2023, so I'm just implying, or just assuming. I insisted on standing in the women's dressing room. Chaudhry also filed a discrimination complaint with the commission against Island House Key West, which also caters to men seeking, quote, clothing optional space for other men. Quote, living in Key West and going through all this, there's just kind of pervasive sense that I was the one in the wrong, she said. Like I was some kind of crazy lunatic who was going against the natural order of things. My thoughts. The story goes two ways here. One, a judge said, well, I'm strongly recommending that you allow women into your facility. The resort says, well, over 18, men only, of the gayness. The woman says, well, why are you discriminating? But then again, by doing this, you open the doors to other facilities to allow men with mental illnesses who like dropping their ball sacks in your facility. It goes both ways. But if you flip the script and you say, well, like, I don't know, a women's restroom with real women who see a guy walk in with his ball sacks hanging and say, hey, I'm just one of the girls. But if they say they have a problem with it, oh, no. People running around, clutching pearls, rectums clenching, hairs on fire. No, you can't do that. So this is a two-edged sword for this ruling. If this ruling stands by the Human Relations Commission in Florida, which means that any facility that caters to, hopefully, one side or the other must open their doors to the other side. And by doing that, you open a kind of Pandora's box and allowing anything to come into your facility to make reservations. Just saying. It could work in her favor or it could backfire severely. But should be interesting. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Borganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share, subscribe to it. Hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. And we'll see you next time. Peace.